During the time of the 2020 lockdown, almost every form of entertainment was negatively impacted. Do you know what flourished? ESports. And we're not talking about traditional sports like basketball or football. We're talking about sports with an E. Welcome to another video of Modern Day Geeks. We're going to talk about competitive electronic sports and how they evolved over the years. So hit that like and subscribe button and watch till the end. ESports is basically a group of pro video gamers teaming up and going against each other for titles and huge amounts of prizes. Before we dig into the current situation of esports, let's take a look back at how a simple video game that was made for fun turned into a multi-billion-dollar industry like it is today. The first esports tournament was during the 1970s. A group of arcade gamers competed in a game called Space War. Back then, whoever became the champion won a one-year subscription to the Rolling Stones magazine. But during this time period, esports didn't branch out quickly. And it wasn't until 1980 when the leading video game company of that decade, Atari, hosted a large-scale Space Invaders championship with over 10,000 participants in the US. Soon, other games such as Donkey Kong and Pac-Man became competitive games as well, as players tried to beat other players' high scores. In 1990, instead of beating high scores, competitors went against each other in one-on-one fighting games like Street Fighter. This inspired a new generation of highly competitive video games that we know today. Thanks to the rapid growth of the internet and PCs, games like Counter-Strike and the Warcraft franchise opened a way to play competitively using each of our own computers. Currently, the top two on the biggest esports list are Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Even though these games are gradually being replaced by newer games of the same genre, these games are still dominating in terms of cash prizes and the number of total tournaments due to their franchise being established in the early 2000s. For instance, the first game in the Counter-Strike franchise was in 1999, when it only started as a mod for the game Half-Life. From there, it grew a name of its own. A similar case happened with Dota. It also started as a mod for Warcraft, then later became the biggest esports game in history, so far. When it comes to the best pro players, we can't really say who's the best player because that would be subjective in most cases. Since these games are team-based games, it's more difficult to identify who is the single best player in the world. To be more objective, here are the most recent and highest-earning players in Dota 2. After winning the International 9 tournament, NoTail, a Danish pro gamer, and his teammates like Jurax and Anna got their own share of the largest cash prize in esports gaming. NoTail got the highest share, taking home $7,172,191. Fortnite and League of Legends get the top 3 and top 4 biggest prize money award respectively. Despite Fortnite having just been released in 2014, its cross-platform play for consumers allowed the game to rapidly grow its audience. With its cartoonish visuals and fast-paced shooting gameplay, it attracted several audiences of all ages, from kids to adults. League of Legends, being in the same genre as Dota, faced a lot of criticism in its early years since 2009. People say it's literally a copycat of the biggest esports game in history. But because of its less steep learning curve, it became more popular to casual players who don't want to invest much time in learning the game. Thus, this allowed League of Legends to have more and more audiences. Also, the developers of League of Legends are more supportive in terms of esports tournaments. For instance, Dota's 10th tournament got postponed during the lockdown, but Riot Games, the more player-focused developer of League of Legends, continued with its online league tournament. As technology evolves, so will esports itself, and we are excited for the future of it. After a decade with League of Legends, Riot Games developed more games, which allowed another one of their games to enter the pro play industry. Valorant, inspired by Counter-Strike, was released in mid-2020. Instead of just being a tactical shooter with bomb defusal gameplay, Valorant added agents with each of their own unique special abilities into the equation. With those added features, a lot of famous pro players from CSGO transferred to Valorant. Scream, Hiko, Nitro, Mixwell, and Jampy are some of the players who took their talents to Valorant. After many years of competitive gaming, esports has now established itself in many countries. It's an incredible journey for the esports industry. It is rapidly growing year over year. So are you excited for the future of it? We're the Modern Day Geeks, and we'll see you on our next video.